this is the only potent DIY rosemary oil that you can ever use on your natural hair. It is the strongest rosemary oil. I want you to watch the whole video till the end because I'm going to share with you how I make this potent DIY rosemary oil for hair growth. This was my daughter's hair before, and this is her hair. It's so much fuller, so much thicker. I've been on the rosemary challenge before and I saw a lot of thickness. So if you want to make this potent rosemary oil, keep on watching. Okay. As I always say, you have to watch the whole video to get help from making your most potent DIY rosemary oil for hair growth. But before we get right into today's video, please like the video, comment below, subscribe, and click on the notification bell to all. That is very important so that you don't miss any of my videos in the near future, or next, or tomorrow, or then other tomorrow. You get it? So please, I want you to click on the bell, your post notifications. They must be on all so that you don't miss any of my updates. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the only potent rosemary oil for massive hair growth. Now the oils, the rosemary oil that you normally see here on YouTube, people normally, just put just a little bit of the rosemary. I'm going to show you how to actually make the potent DIY rosemary oil. Now I have a lot of rosemary here, so I'm going to use a lot because I want it to be strong. Okay guys, so I'm going to use a lot of dried leaves of the rosemary. If you have the fresh ones, you can use it, but I don't think it's going to last for long, because if it's the fresh one is going to have some liquid in it, so you need to use the dried one. So I'm going to use a lot of the rosemary dried leaves in order to make this potent rosemary oil. Now rosemary has been scientifically proven to grow hair from bald spots. It is actually scientifically proven to regrow hair. It is similar to minoxidil, the way it works. So if you're finding that you have thinner hair, your hair is not growing out, this is the oil you need to use. Don't use any other oil, but use this kind of recipe I'm going to show you. So for the oil, for the carrier oil, we're going to be using olive oil. Please guys, listen. Do not use any other oil other than olive oil. I'm going to explain myself later, but you have to use olive oil for this. Don't use any other oil but olive oil. I'll explain myself later. That's why I said keep on watching. Are you still watching? If you're still watching, comment below and say I'm still watching 3 minutes. I'm still watching 3 minutes. So this is what it's looking like. I put in my olive oil and the dried rosemary leaves in there, and we are going to blend it. Do not fry your rosemary when it's not blended together with the oil, because you're not going to get all that powerfulness from the rosemary dried leaves. You need to blend it together in order for you to get all the nutrients from the rosemary dried leaves. So this is how you're going to be making the most potent rosemary, powerful and strongest oil ever to regrow your stubborn bald spots back. You get it? Okay. Now I want to give a big shout out to my members. Thank you so much guys for being members. If you also want to become a member and support me, because making this video is not easy. I'm also giving you content. You get it? So if you also want to support me back, you can click in the link below to become a member. Okay. So as you can see, look at the color, you guys. It's rich. This is what you want your rosemary oil to look like. Now, I'm also going to add in more olive oil in this because I want a bigger batch. Now, remember guys, I made the wild growth oil. You remember? In that wild growth oil, I added rosemary. But what I'm doing nowadays, I'm just making a big batch of one of the oils I added in my wild growth oil. In my wild growth oil, there's rosemary, but I want more of the rosemary inside the wild growth oil. So that's why I'm making this video, okay? Next up, we are going to see me making another oil, and I will be adding that in the wild growth oil. For example, the last time I did the wild growth oil video, I added onion. So you might see me doing an onion oil video. That onion oil, I will be adding it into the wild growth oil. If you understand what I mean, that's what I will be doing. So right now I'm straining the rosemary DIY oil, okay? Because of course we don't want the particles inside the oils. It's going to go in your hair and you're going to find it difficult to take it off. So we have to strain it. You guys, let me tell you, if you are having problems with growing thicker hair, this oil, you're supposed to be using it every other day. Massage it onto your problem areas. Massage it for 10 minutes. And I promise you, your hair is going to grow thicker and fuller and voluminous. So this is the rosemary oil that you see here. Very, very strong, very powerful. You can even see with the color that it's very, very strong. So this is the DIY rosemary oil you need to use if you have problem areas, if you want to regrow your hair. This is the kind of recipe, the rosemary oil recipe you need to use in order to regrow those stubborn bald spots. So the how you can use this rosemary oil is by doing a hot oil treatment. This is what I'm going to be showing you how to use the rosemary oil in today's video, but you can also put the rosemary itself inside this rosemary oil. If you even want it to be more potent and more powerful, you can do exactly what I did. I put the rosemary stem inside the oil, and you can just leave it in there and use it as it is. All right, guys. So well, I'm not selling this oil, but if you want the oil, I can do something. You get it? I can work out what I can do. So my daughter, she has mini braids in, okay? I'm going to be keeping this in for a while. She is 1 month now with these mini braids. I'm going to be spraying my coffee hair spray because we are still on the coffee hair challenge, all right? Now, if you're still watching, comment below and say, I'm still watching. I'm not going anywhere. I'm watching 2 to 7 minutes. I'm still watching. You get it? So this is how you're going to use the DIY most potent rosemary oil for natural hair growth. This is how you're going to use it. Use it on your scalp and use it all over the hair. Make sure that the oil is a bit warm because our scalp is really takes in warm oil much better than cold oil. So you need to warm it up a little bit so that it actually gets into the scalp. So I'm just applying it on the scalp and also on the length of the hair. You can do this as a pre-poo or you can do this every other day. You see me, I wash my scalp on a regular basis, so I use oils. So this rosemary oil, I actually added it into my wild growth oil, and I used the oil today and my scalp is so stimulated, guys. I'm not even kidding. This is the most potent rosemary DIY oil that you can ever use to regrow those stubborn bald spots. You get it? So of course you're going to need to pay more attention to the ends of the hair when you're applying the oil because you need it to really soak into the hair. Now remember I said you cannot be using any other oil. The reason why I say that because olive oil is so good for getting and penetrating inside the hair. I know that there are other penetrating oils like coconut oil or avocado oil, but coconut oil is not for everyone. Not everyone loves coconut oil, all right? So that's why I said olive oil. I think every other person loves olive oil. If that's true, comment down below and say, yes, we love olive oil. Comment down below because I want to know. So that's why I said olive oil. I'm starting to love olive oil because it actually penetrates inside the hair and it doesn't leave your hair dry actually. And after using olive oil, you can literally feel that my hair is strengthened. That's why I said don't use any other oil but use olive oil. All right. So after doing this hot oil treatment, I put on a plastic on her head and then she sat under a wooded dryer for 30 minutes with indirect heat to allow the oil inside the hair. As I've said that olive oil is a penetrating oil, it's actually going to get inside the hair cuticle and inside the scalp as well because warm oils are good for penetrating the scalp, especially if it's a penetrating oil. So If this video was helpful, I want you to comment down below and say, indeed, this video was very helpful. Thank you for posting. Okay, so that I know that you have watched till the end. What's the point of making these good videos and you guys, you don't actually watch to the end? So I want to know how many people have watched till the end. You get it. But ciao, I'm super excited with this rosemary oil. You can actually use it on your edges as well. If you're facing problems with regrowing your edges, put it on your edges and massage it for 10 minutes. You can also use this oil for sealing in the moisture, because olive oil, as I've said, it's a penetrating oil. You might want to add in maybe castor oil into this oil so that it also seals in as well, not just getting, yeah, you can use it as a seal-in, that's fine, but you can also add in like a sealing oil inside this oil. But as I've said, if you are making it, you need olive oil, because even olive oil, if you are frying the oil, it doesn't actually kill the nutrients inside the olive oil. It doesn't. So that's why I said you need to use olive oil. So yes, you guys, thank you so much. If you've watched till this time, I really appreciate you. But don't forget, this is the most potent DIY rosemary oil you can ever use. Okay, thank you for watching and bye for now.